call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Horned Frogs will put total leather and we'll get started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To the air, it's McMillan. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. On target to the left. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Dances away. Got his man downfield. Turning it on. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, TCU!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Snagged out of the air. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And on the slant route, I love the location of the throw by the quarterback. He's not making it difficult on his receiver. He's putting the football out in front, hitting his receiver right in the face mask and making it easy for him.
And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab. It's Otis. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Looking to throw again. Oh, he makes the catch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Washington wants to go quickly. Looking for a man. It's McMillan. Pocket breaking down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gets rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Ready. Off the play fake on first down. He's taking the shot. Got it inside the 10. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. That's now 200 catches in his career.
It's so impressive because of his dependability. This guy has been consistent, David, week in, week out. He shows up and he makes plays.
And it's easy to coach a guy like that. Consistent, does the work, catches the football, you know where he's going to be. That's why he's got 200 catches.
Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Wide out trying to get it in. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Goal line defense, and he gets nothing as he stopped right at the 2.
Yeah, and he calls his own number, tries to go get the 1st down, but he just couldn't get to it. Nice job by the defense, locking in, not letting him get that extra couple yards that he needed to get the big 1st down.
The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, TCU.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Handoff to the lone back. And nowhere to go. Couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Might be changing the route. To the air, it's McMillan. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the 1st down.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a 1st down.
That's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Just outside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 21. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to throw, it's McMillan. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go, set.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Boise State is trailing right now, but I'm old enough to remember the 07 season where this program ran the Statue of Liberty play to win the Fiesta Bowl. If that group could find a way, there's hope for this team. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We've got our finger on the pulse of everything in the Mountain West and all around college football. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll start this drive going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Using his legs, it's Brink. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's small. Touchdown, Hornfrock! Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Back to pass, it's McMillan. Finds a soft spot in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. He's already thrown 1 pick, and if he doesn't clean up some of this stuff, more will follow for sure.
More will follow, and probably going to the bullpen or getting another guy in here that can throw the football. It's stuff like that just drives you nuts because you're fading off your back foot. It's really, really hard to be accurate. So you got to hang in there. You got to understand that I got to stay still when I throw the football, hit those targets, and I definitely can't turn the football over.
To the air, it's McMillan. Fires on the move. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Wants to throw again. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on fourth down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23.
First and 10.
This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Motion from the wideout. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Here's the pressure. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They bring him down, but that great defense defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense has it with really good field position. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. Finds the big tight end. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. The defense calls the timeout. They are 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. Wide receiver going in motion. The snap sets up the throw. It's complete on the right side. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion and pushes the lead to 3. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads it left. It's caught downfield. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. They'll try to pick up the first through the air, using his feet to buy time. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. Trying to keep the drive alive. At the 45 on his way. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And 4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air on first down. Going for the big play. What a catch and what a throw along the sideline. Just zings it in there. A little Baryshnikov for the toe tap. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Trying to make magic with his feet. It's caught. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for the end zone. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
TCU 14.
Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They start this third quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Pulls it in down the sideline. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, TCU. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Stanford has the lead right now, but there's no John Elway on this team, and that's why we have a tight one there on the farm. They're up by 7 over Cal. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Washington right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the...
Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Washington has a lot of things working. Set up with another first down. Looking downfield, it's McMillan. It's complete to the left. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
On 1st and goal, let's see what Washington does. They'll try to get it in with the run. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Send the tight end in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Wants to fire on second down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Now he'll throw back into the middle. He's got it along the sideline. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
All right, defense, I don't know what you're drawing up, but that wasn't it, okay? Wide open wide receivers, miscommunication, whatever it was, got to get that fixed.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Back to throw, it's McMillan. Fires left. It's complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon, obviously, was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got it. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Washington wants to go quickly. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He makes the catch. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Takes the easy completion. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Scanning the field, it's McMillan. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Washington! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And at this stage of the game in the fourth quarter, big-time players make big plays in big games. What a great job after he secured the catch in the open field, showing off the speed, taking it to the house, and with it, his team now has the lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over SMU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Looking downfield on first down. He's going for the big play. He's got it on the outside. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes. He's fast. He's great.
Into the secondary on the right. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. A first down run on the doorstep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
If they can pay off this third and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. His own number. Touchdown, TCU! They move on top here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. A 4-point game at 35-31. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13.
First and 10.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's McMillan. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington right back to the line. Rides to back and leaves it. Finds some fresh air. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Back to pass on second down. That's it wide. This one's complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Toss to the outside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's McMillan. They've got the screen set up. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Third down play from the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil, guys. See if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Might be calling a hot route. Now on the option. He'll toss it. There he goes. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
And the Huskies didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's McMillan. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop. After that last incompletion setting up fourth down, do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Here's a hit. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. That one hurts. They thought they'd move the chains on fourth down. Instead, they back up. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Down 4 late, they have to convert on 4th down to keep hope alive. They'll run play action. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And the quarterback takes a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll